we're actually
All
going to
right,
go live on Riverside
here
now.
we are. Hello and welcome.
Off to a rocky start. It's not the first time. It's really not. And I really believe that it's because Dave refuses to just call it X. We're being punished.
That's probably right. It's probably my fault. I just can't call it X.
Yeah.
I just can't. I X'd.
I X'd.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So welcome back, everyone, and thanks for joining us. This is another famous dVIN Labs AMA. I'm Jana Kreilein, co-founder of dVIN Labs, and I am here with David Garrett, my fellow co-founder, the conceptual founder, or let's be real, of dVIN Labs. We were talking about, we don't know if we were properly live when we thought we were earlier, and I was just showing off my cool monkey mug. So if you already saw that, you're welcome. If you didn't, I apologize that you missed out on that really cool moment. So anyways, we've got some questions today. Guys, we've got some questions that we have seen before, and I'm not going to lie to you. Pay attention. This is the last time we're going to say it. Guys, that's right. You're going to get the sass. You're going to get the sass if you ask the same questions every single week. Pay attention. This is the last time. Right, Dave?
Well, and we should just put in the chat. So we've gotten this question a bunch of times. I'll just kind of I'll just start off by saying a lot of people, every time that we do one of these AMAs, people ask us about TGE and people ask us about the Mad Labs champagne bottles,
I'll take the
which is really about the same thing. Like it's all really about the token. I last week wrote a pretty long and pretty involved and pretty detailed story or Medium article about not just like what happened with the token, which I think most people know, but like there are some new people that I think that maybe haven't looked at it or might have forgotten. And then I want to talk about what we're doing in the future, because here's the thing. The blockchain is new. Crypto's even newer. Solana's even newer than that. If you look at the vast majority of the projects that have launched on Solana over the course of the last year, like honestly, 99.9% of them are out of business. They're gone. Lots and lots of projects died. And it's because they launched their token at the wrong time. Just like us, we launched our token at the wrong time. We, however, did something a little bit different. When we launched, we instantly kind of knew that it was wrong, and we bought all of our tokens back, or the vast majority. Right? We bought 90. I don't know, something like I think we're in control of 99.6% of our tokens. There's a few out there, a few hundred holders have our tokens and have very small amounts. There's nobody that has more than like a few thousand tokens. Like it's very, very, very small amounts. So we did that because we didn't want there to be this big weird float hanging over our heads, and that's something that we'd have to worry about. And so, we over the course of the last year, we've spent a lot of time with our advisors. We spent a lot of time with a lot of tokenomics experts. We've looked at our business, and we've been, we just, as soon as the token thing didn't work, we just stopped thinking about token and started building our business, working towards, putting $100 million worth of wine on chain, working towards building lots and lots of liquidity in the marketplace, from global exchanges to lending platforms, like lots and lots of stuff that we've been working on, and just haven't really been. We've been thinking about the token only in as much as we need to figure out what we're going to do. And what we've heard from expert after expert, from advisor after advisor, from even our investors, kind of everybody that we talked to, they said, look, the way when you guys launched, the the way tokens worked was, everyone got really excited and they bought a bunch of tokens, and you go to the moon, and that was all very exciting, and a lot of projects raised a bunch of money that way. But a lot of those projects that raised a bunch of money, when their token died, they died. And that's just not a thing that we were interested in doing. Like we're a long-term business. As I always say, like we're building the rails for the next 1,000 years of the wine industry. We weren't in it. We were never in it for quick profits. We were never in it to like, uh, player versus player, try to like scam a bunch of token money. Like that just wasn't our thing. And honestly, like that part of the crypto scene really turns me off. Like I'm just not very interested in that at all. So we do think that there are a bunch of really interesting use cases for the token, both as a network token and a dVIN token. We think that'll probably be separate, and also a loyalty token that we think will also be separate, but not now. Those tokens need to launch when we have significantly more wine on chain, when those bottles are trading on chain, when they're generating network fees, and then we can lay the token in on top of that. And so our goal is $1 billion worth of wine on chain, $100 million worth of turnover in a month, which should generate about $250,000 worth of network fees, and that's when we launch the token. So that's the idea. So we're working on that, and it'll probably be months and months or a year maybe before we get to that point. And it's not something that we're gunning towards or we're focused on. I'm gonna, or maybe in the comments for this, we'll post the link to the Medium article. But we understand that when we were launching it, we talked a good game, like I think a lot of folks talked to a good game, and a lot of stuff just didn't materialize, and a lot of stuff didn't, we just couldn't deliver on. But that said, we're going to keep plugging along, and everybody that has a claim on a token is going to get a token. And just, you got to give it. It's the wine world. We're dealing with physical products, and we're dealing with wine, which is notoriously slow. Give us time. We'll figure it out, and when we do, I think there will be a big benefit for everybody.
So that kind of answers the TGE question that we get, as I said, every time we do one of these AMAs. But there's also the question that we get a lot, which is about the Mad Lads and what's going on with that. And so that Dave kind of answered both things. But first, like, thank you, obviously, right? Like all of you guys who supported us and were excited, like also, especially the Mad Lads, like one of the most hyped and supportive communities that we had on our side through TGE. So huge thank you to you guys. We loved everything about the Mad Drop concept. And we are, I think, as Dave just said this, right? Like we are still fully committed to making that happen. It really is. It's about the launch not going as planned. And we just want to make sure that it's valuable to everybody. So it doesn't make sense to put out like a half-baked product or token that's not supported by real value and demand. So wouldn't be good for anybody. Doesn't make any sense. Hurts everybody. That would hurt the holders, the project, the reputation. Doesn't make sense. So we hope you guys understand. Dave's going to put the link up. Not here for short-term speculation, guys. We are building a long-term business. All right. That's, I think,
very good. Very good.
That'll be a good little clip to pull, won't it, Dave? Me sassing Twitter again. Twitter.
I was the one that was sassing Twitter, and now all of a sudden you're the big Twitter sass.
Yeah, you know what? I was made for Instagram. We're about to get blocked. We're about to get blocked off of X. Do you see what I just did?
No, because if you call it X, does Grok block you?
I don't even know.
Are we getting Grok blocked?
I think we might get Grok blocked just because we have our cameras on X. People don't do that in this.
Oh, that's right. You're not supposed to have your camera on.
We're just kidding, guys. Just joshing around. Anyways, there's another question though, right? There were 3. Oh, okay. This is a account issue, we will write to you separately with how to log into your account. Unless if this is an earn thing, then we will also send you. We need to put the link up for earn, right? So we are between seasons on earn. Again, it's the same thing. There's no airdrops. There's nothing until the new TGE. So all of these 3 questions, one is TGE, one is Mad Lads, one is earn, which is our loyalty program, also based on token. So that should answer all your questions, guys. Anything else? Like, ask us something about RWA tokenization. Ask us something like meaty, guys. This is getting. Come on, be creative. Next week, 2 weeks from now, we do this every 2 weeks.
Yeah, like honestly, we want better questions. We're gonna, when we come back, the mission for you guys over the next 2 weeks, come to us with better questions. Questions about dVIN, questions about RWA, questions about DeFi, like lending. Like what's cool about lending against wine. Come to us with questions about the real business or the real technology, either the business of blockchain or the business of wine, or preferably how those two things connect. But like, when TGE is just not like, that was a super interesting question for lots and lots of projects a year ago. If you're still saying when TGE, like, that's just not, you're like, you might as well be calling X Twitter. You're in the wrong vintage. If you're still saying when TGE, you're in the wrong vintage.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay, guys, I think that should wrap up Dave and I's frustrations about the recurring question. Okay, so other than that,
all
last
right.
announcement.
At me in the mentions if you want a piece.
Oh my god!
Just understand that it's the team that answers those. It's not me. I still call it Twitter because, like, honestly, when I go to the website, I still type in twitter.com.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. And it still goes there. But like, I never go there anymore. Sorry.
Do you have Facebook, Dave?
Do I have Facebook? I don't know what that means. What? You mean, do I have it?
Face
Like, do I have a Facebook account?
Yeah.
I probably had a Facebook account.
Okay.
20 years ago for 15 minutes.
Go check out Dave on LinkedIn. That's the real shit. There it is. It's always the robots. It's 2025, guys. Get with it. Okay, well, this has been fun. This has definitely been a memorable one. Anyone who wants to drink some wine with me, then check out Wine Wednesdays. Every Wednesday at 5:30 Central European time, I go live and usually drink about a half a bottle of wine on the live stream, and it's pretty fun. Last time, I think I played the bagpipes on my throat. Dave probably still hasn't seen that, so I'm gonna have to pull a clip and embarrass myself a little. This is weird. I feel like I'm in one of those rambling moods today. Come join me on Wine Wednesday. We have real, like, iconic chateaus joining us. We're going to do the first 30 minutes of every Wine Wednesday from now on is going to be me and some of the most iconic winemakers in the world. We're going to get into rare vintages, rare releases, and then the following day, we're going to release those wines on the platform to members of Club dVIN only. Following the 30-minute public stream, we are going to do private AMAs with the winemakers. So if you have questions about the wines that are coming out, if you just want to have a conversation with some of the best and most famous winemakers in the world that you would know otherwise you would not get access to, then this is a really cool thing. So join Club dVIN. Applications are now open. www.clubdvin.com. I will read your application, and if you dare write anything in there about TGE, you will be automatically denied entrance. And that is it. That is it for today.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.